Let's find out who would win a fight between a black mamba and a green mamba. These two snakes are not only members of the same family or species, but they also frequent the same habitats. In this video, we will see all of the differences between a black mamba and a green mamba, and at the end we will find who would win between these two snakes. So, let's get started. The black mamba is one of 4 different species in the Dendroaspis genus. It is well known as one of the world's most dangerous snake species. People, on the other hand, frequently vilify this nervous species. Unless cornered or trapped, this snake usually avoids confrontation. It is the fastest land snake in the world, as well as the longest venomous snake species in Africa, and the second longest in the world. The green mamba is also a type of mamba that belongs to the genus Dendroaspis. Dendroaspis is a species of tree asp. The term asp is derived from the word aspis, which refers to a venomous snake species native to Africa's Nile region. Today, however, we will compare the black mamba with the eastern green mamba. What do they look like? Black mambas have long and slender bodies. They can grow to be 14 feet, 4.25 meters long, but the average length is about 8 feet, 2.4 meters. Black mambas are snakes with frontal fangs. Their fangs are about 0.25 inches long, 6.5 millimeters. The scales of black mambas come in a variety of colors. Black mambas are yellowish-brown in color, but this varies. The underbelly of the black mamba is grayish-white. The color of the interior parts of the black mamba's mouth inspired the name. Their color gradually darkens until they reach maturity. The head of a black mamba is coffin-shaped with a slightly pronounced brow ridge and a medium-sized eye. Eastern green mamba, it's a relatively large snake with a slightly compressed and very slender body, with adult females averaging approximately 6.6 feet, 2 meters in length. On average, males are slightly smaller, around 5.9 feet, 1.8 meters. Rarely, some specimens may grow longer than 8.2 feet, 2.5 meters. As their name suggests, these animals have brilliant green body dorsal scales and yellow-green bellies. However, some individuals also have a few bright yellow scales on the sides. Their head, said to be coffin-shaped, is flat-sided, narrow, and elongated, and slightly distinct from the neck, with medium-sized eyes and round pupils. Where do they live? The black mamba can be found throughout Africa. They can be found across much of Central and Eastern Africa. Another population cluster exists in Southern Africa, including South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and surrounding countries. These snakes spend the majority of their time on the ground, but they also live in a variety of habitats, including forested areas. They prefer ecosystems with a variety of hiding places, such as rocky areas. They live in a variety of habitats, including forests, woodlands, grasslands, savannas, and others. The eastern green mamba is found in eastern South Africa, Mozambique, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Kenya, South Africa, Swaziland, and Tanzania. It lives in lowlands near the coast, mountain forests up to 4,900 feet above sea level, and tropical rainforests. Its green color helps it blend in with the leaves. Other possible habitats for the snake include plantations that grow produce such as coconuts and mangoes, as well as thatched roofs of human dwellings. What do they eat? Black mambas typically consume small mammals and birds. However, there have been reports of mambas being discovered with whole parrots or full-grown cobras in their stomachs. Adam G. Klein wrote in his book, Black Mambas, that black mambas hunt by biting their prey, injecting venom, and then releasing it. They then pursue it until it is paralyzed or dies, at which point they consume it. It doesn't take long for prey to die after being bitten by a black mamba. Black mambas eat their prey whole. They have flexible jaws that can dislocate to accommodate food up to 4 times the size of their head. The eastern green mamba primarily preys on other small mammals, adult birds and bird eggs, rodents, bats, and arboreal lizards, among other things. Young snakes typically feed primarily on other reptiles such as chameleons and other small lizards. According to observations, the eastern green mamba is not your typical active foraging elapid snake, but rather a sit-and-wait or ambush-type predator like most viper snakes. How do they behave in the wild? Black mambas live both on the ground and in the trees. On the ground, they move with their heads and necks raised, and they usually seek shelter in termite mounds, abandoned burrows, rock crevices, and tree cracks. Black mambas live alone and are diurnal, basking in the morning and again in the afternoon. Black mambas are agile and fast, despite being skittish and often unpredictable. They rarely tolerate humans approaching them closer than 40 meters in the wild, 130 feet. They are likely to engage in a threat display when confronted, gaping to expose their black mouth and flicking their tongue. They may hiss and spread their neck flap as well. Any sudden movement by the intruder during the threat display may provoke the snake into a series of rapid strikes, resulting in severe envenomation. Eastern green mambas are elusive snakes that are well camouflaged in trees or bushes due to their coloration. They are rarely found on the ground unless they are motivated by thirst, prey, or the desire to bask in the sun. They are skilled climbers as well as extremely agile snakes. Rather than seeking a tree hollow, they sleep at night in a tree coiled up in leafy clumps. Eastern green mambas are sedentary and can stay in the same spot for days at a time, apparently moving only to find food or mates. Individuals of this species move only about 5.4 meters, 18 feet per day on average. Eastern green mambas are shy creatures that prefer to avoid confrontation with humans or other predators by using camouflage or fleeing. It's time for the fight. So, who would win? Black mamba versus green mamba. There are many key differences between a black mamba and a green mamba. A black mamba looks different from a green mamba in terms of size and color. Green mambas are well adapted to their environment due to their glossy green coat, which makes it easier for them to hide in wet African forests. They aren't quite as venomous as black mambas either. Though they only inject a small amount of venom, green mambas are nevertheless dangerous if left untreated. A powerful neurotoxic venom secreted by green mambas targets the central nervous system and paralyzes the victim's breathing. Slurred speech, tightness in the chest, and tingling around the mouth are further symptoms. Black mamba venom is fast-acting. Without anti-venom, a black mamba bite has a 100% death rate because it paralyzes and shuts down the nervous system of its victims. The usual amount of venom delivered by a black mamba bite is 100 to 120 milligrams, and the highest recorded dose is 400 milligrams. Symptoms frequently progress into respiratory failure without the proper anti-venom care, which results in cardiovascular collapse and death. The black mamba is more dangerous. We can all agree that when it comes to animal fights, size counts a lot. In addition to having an advantage in size, the black mamba also moves with amazing speed. It is the fastest snake in the world. Another behavioral difference between these two snakes is that black mambas are capable of rising to tall heights when threatened, while green mambas are not. Green mambas spend the majority of their time in trees and branches, which is why birds and bird eggs are their primary source of food. In comparison to green mambas, black mambas may kill larger prey and spend more time on the ground. The black mamba comes out on top of the venom competition against the green mamba. In fact, the black mamba is one of the most venomous snakes in the world. In case the two were to fight, the black mamba would obviously win due to its speed, size, and venom quantities, and possibly swallow the green mamba. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Until next time, farewell.